Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, March 19, 2012. Just breaking news now, but two updates on salaries for top leaders of broking companies. Marsh McLennan's Brian Dupereau took home $13.9 million in total pay last year. That's a slight increase of 3% over his prior year salary. Willis Chairman and CEO Joe Plumeri saw a decrease of about $500,000 US. He's down to $11.5 million for 2011. Meanwhile, no surprise, Aon shareholders approved the redomestication move from Chicago to London. In France today, a motorcycle gunman opened fire in front of a Jewish school, killing 3 people. This is the latest now in a week of motorcycle attacks. On Friday, in the same city in Toulouse, 3 French paratroopers were killed by a motorcycle gunman near an ATM machine. The President of France interrupted his political re-election campaign is in Toulouse right now. That would be Nicolas Sarkozy. Indonesian anti-terror police have killed 5 terror suspects in raids on the resort island of Bali. More than 100 members of the elite Detachment 88 counter-terrorism force were seen in Samur in the south of Bali, where 3 suspects were killed in a villa. Apparently, according to the Indonesian police, all of the suspects died in shootouts. They opened fire at the police while trying to escape. The big reinsurer Swiss Re has announced that it's going to seek approval for an increased dividend for 2011. The company's board of directors has proposed an increased dividend of 3 Swiss francs per share. This is up from 2.75 Swiss francs for a dividend in 2010. The company said this is a reflection of Swiss Re's ongoing sustainable dividend policy and active capital management approach. It will be voted on next month. The Lloyd's insurer Canopius, which was thwarted in its attempts last year to buy rivals Lloyd's syndicate Omega, still remains on the lookout to buy. The company was one of a handful of businesses to express an interest in Omega last autumn, but ended up pulling out of the fray. The Canopius chairman, Michael Watson, refused to be drawn on whether his company remained interested in pursuing Omega, but he did tell Insurance Day all of the rationale for Lloyd's businesses in general to be bigger remains. According to Watson, the alternative was to remain small and specialist, which he said was not an attractive prospect for Canopius. We would like to get bigger. Well, there's some interesting news going on the European Union ban on activity with Iran. Apparently it's working. The lack of reinsurance provision for Iranian oil exports is beginning to cause a hit in India and in South Korea and in Japan. As a result, many of those oil contracts beginning on July 1 are in fact not proceeding because the customers can't get cover. So as a result, there is now lobbying going on to try to persuade the EU to relax its insurance ban on vessels calling at Iranian ports, so to avoid collateral damage to countries in Asia that might in fact be unintentionally hurt by the ban. Heavy fighting has broken out in Damascus, Syria, for one of the first times so far in the 13-month uprising against President Assad. It continued throughout the night. Last night on Sunday, Damascus residents heard loud explosions and rifle fire all night. Apparently about 12 terrorists, according to the government, had been killed. Those, of course, would be rebels. Cyclone Lua, which is the 5th cyclone of the Australian wind season, has made landfall over the weekend in Australia as a Category 4 storm. Hasn't caused any damage. It passed about 60 miles north of Port Hedland, which is the region's largest iron ore terminal, but as I say, didn't cause any damage. Apple, meanwhile, just announced that they're going to be paying a dividend of $2.65 a share for the first time ever, and they're also instituting a $10 billion buyback program, trying to do something with that $100 billion amount of money. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.